This is a true story. There was a boy whose parents got divorced, and one of his parents ended up having custody, and after living in this country for 12 and a half years, he ended up in a different country. Came his bar mitzvah a half a year later, and he's all alone in a different country. All his friends from his class, his whole life, are here. And he's going to have a bar mitzvah with no friends. So a couple of the parents got together, and they said, you know what? We are going to send our kids, his chevra, 4 or 5 kids, we're going to send them 12 and a half, 13-year-old kids, for the bar mitzvah, we're going to send them over to that country. Beautiful. Parents got together, bought the ticket. The Rebbe found out about it, the Yeshiva found out about it, and said, wait a second. Bittul Torah. Bittul Torah. How can you take off 4 days of yeshiva? They were just going to go there. They found an adult who's going from the family to accompany them, and they were just going to the simcha, coming back 4 days later. How could you take off yeshiva? So first, the parents were very, very taken aback. Like, I'm glad you think that my kids never mevatel Torah, but this is not Reb Chaim Kanievsky. I mean, this is like 4 kids in a regular yeshiva. Like, they have English, it's bittul Torah, they have recess, they have a night, they go to camp, they have off, they have ben azmanim. You know, they're not machines, you know, in kail, whatever. They're just, and their yeshiva said, no. Bittul Torah of kids, Tinaika Shel Beis Rabban, not a simple matter. Not a simple matter. Actually, this week, I don't know if you guys saw an article about the Siyam HaShas. It said that Rebbe Brudny was saying that, I don't know, it's not so pashut that kids should leave yeshiva to go to the Siyam HaShas until Reb David Feinstein paskind, the Gadol Adar, that's what Rebbe Brudny said. That Reb David Feinstein said that it's the Kavod HaTorah is more important than the Limud HaTorah. It took a psak, right? So here, these parents were like, what do you mean? They're being nice, they're going to this kid, and they were stuck. They were stuck, and the Yeshiva said, listen, it's not a pashta thing. We have to ask our das Torah of the yeshiva. We have to go ahead and we have to. They have a vad. It was like a bunch of red tape. The parents were furious because they already bought the tickets also, and the kids were all told that they're going to this country to be, and they're all excited to go. And the bar mitzvah boy was told, and his whole attitude changed. Instead of being alone by his bar mitzvah, it was like such a strange thing, right? So they called me up, and I don't deal with this, but I came up with a chap, and I called the head of the das Torah that they all listen to, of the vad, the oldest one, Zaken Gadol Adar. I told him, isn't there a concept of bitulay zeh kiyumay? Bitulay zeh kiyumay means that you can be mevatel Torah in order to be mekayim yourself. That's why there's ben azmanim. That's why there's ben azdarim, because we're not computers. That's why we're not, and therefore we're mevatel Torah in order to be mekayim yourself. So I said, fine. Wouldn't the klal gadol b'Torah of v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha bring further cause that you should have bitulay in order to be mekayim somebody else? You understand, to be mevatel Torah for yourself in order to be mekayim yourself. So why not mevatel Torah to be mekayim somebody else? This boy is going to be depressed, especially after he knows, but even if not, his parents got divorced, he's in a new class, he's in a different country, he's not going to have any boys by his bar mitzvah. It's mamasha, it's a danger. It's a danger. So they're going to be mevatel Torah, taka, right, in order to be mekayim nefesh achas b'Yisrael. He said, you're right. See, we needed like a legal loophole. You can't just varsach, you can't just cut things. They take it very seriously. Bittul Torah is a big, big problem. But being mevatel your Torah to save somebody else is just like you would do it for yourself. That's what this Psak said. He said, okay, they can go. So we have to remember that. There are things that we do for ourselves. Helping other people under das Torah sometimes is the right thing as well.